Hey guys, thanks for stopping by again. Look, what we've got today is an Ozito cordless pole pruner hedge and trimmer kit. Now I went down to Bunnings just to get some hoses and stuff for watering the garden, and basically ended up walking out with one of these. I was actually starting to spend more money on hoses and stuff than I wanted to, just to automate my watering for the garden, and I was starting to grab a few more things than I needed and think, well, I really don't need to spend that much. And then I stumbled on this and pretty much put most of the hose stuff back and grabbed this. Now this is from Bunnings. Ozito is sort of one of their staple brands, the budget brand, if you will. What I did notice down the bottom of this is there's a 5-year warranty, 5-year replacement warranty. I'll have to have a look and see what that asterisk means. But the kit also has the charger and the battery in it. Now, one of the things I was umming and ahhing about this was if the kit only had sort of the 1.5 amp hour battery in it, I probably wasn't going to worry about it. But it's actually got the 4 amp hour battery in it and the charger, which is great. So it's got the larger battery. I did go and sort of price up just the skins, which is the power pole itself with either of the heads, either the pruner, which looks like a small chainsaw, or the hedge trimmer, which you know what a classic hedge trimmer looks like. And they were around about the $150 to $160 odd dollars, and that was just for the skin. So no battery, no charger. This kit was $250 with the battery, the charger, obviously the pole, the pruner head, and the hedge trimmer head. So overall a reasonable price, I think, for what they were charging for these individually. So how did I justify this to myself? Well, I've got this hedge here that needs to be trimmed up. Normally that's nice and square. I think they call that yesterday, today and tomorrow, or something along those lines. And there's the dog pinching his rope. He loves that thing. Yesterday, today and tomorrow, I believe. And normally that's sort of a nice square, but I've let it run for a little bit because the weather's been really warm. Haven't had a heap of rain, so I'll let that do its thing. I also need to get up here and trim some of this down. It's getting up near the end fed and the vertical. I am actually going to climb that tree. Got permission from the neighbour to climb that tree, but I might be able to take sort of a bunch of that out from the ground. I wouldn't mind knocking the top off this one here as well. No pun intended. This is an apple tree. Trim that up. Trim back some of this locust tree. And I've also got a tree at the front that's getting near the power lines that we need to sort out as well. And obviously the trimmer will work here. I do have an electrical trimmer, and hopefully this will make it a bit easier. I'm going to knock a few branches off that as well down the back. No, hey, piss off. Titan loves boxes, absolutely loves them, and will shred them up in minutes. Speedy, what do you got? I'll get it. I'll get it. Too hot for a fight. Yeah. Alright, go on, piss off with it. And ta-da! What we're most interested at this stage is going to be the battery. Now that's a handle and strap. Have a look at it. Instructions, and again, reference to the 5-year warranty, so that's good. Obviously with Bunnings, they do tell you. Which is a bit ominous sometimes when they tell you, once you get your receipt and you're walking out the door, make sure you take a copy of that because it'll fade and you've got a 2-year warranty on that. So I suppose it's a nice customer service thing, but you always sort of go, oh, am I going to need it? Anyway, here is the battery. Okay, so there's the battery. It's fairly sizable. Looks like it might have a push button on the front to see the charge. Looks like, and there's the dog. Hey, piss off. Go. No, mate. Buddy, will you rack off? No, we're not playing. Take, Titan, go. So that's the battery on charge. Got a charge status coming down here. I'm assuming when this one comes on, I'm guessing that's full. Okay, so this is, I guess, what you call the power head. It's full of grease in there. Hopefully you can see that. And it is adjustable. I think it's just something like 7 different angles. I have to assume that you can push those in. Yep, okay, use the needle lever that. So interestingly enough, this looks like the head for, I guess, the chainsaw, or what they call the pruner. But that's not together, so I'll have to figure out how to put that apart, put that together. And we've got a chain there, so we're going to have to set up the chain. We're going to have to tension all that sort of stuff. Now it did say an Oregon, there you go, Oregon chain and bar. So it's, I don't know, I think Oregon's a respected brand. Little cover for the chainsaw head once we get that set on. And then there's your little mini bar there. There we go, so there's the little bar, cute as. Have no idea how long that is. I'm guessing maybe, I don't know, a little over 6 inches, maybe 8 inches. Oh, that says E6 here, so might only be 6 inches. Colours, is that 6? Or is that bigger? I think that's probably a little bit bigger than 6. So this is obviously the control head, or the handle. Battery goes in the bottom there. This itself is really light, I'm assuming. I mean, there's not much in it as far as electronics goes. It's just some connections for the battery. So not much of it. That is really light, and well, I mean, obviously it is plastic, but it feels very plasticky. So my prediction is that if anything fails on this, it's going to be this. I don't really like that at all. But anyway, like I said, there's not much to it, so hopefully chances of failure are fairly slim. The trimmer head. So just feeling the edges on those. They're not super sharp, but they don't really need to be. I suppose until we see it in action, we don't really know. I'm probably going to call that about a 12-inch. So head feels fairly heavy, so it's fairly hefty, which suggests that the mechanisms inside may be reasonably robust. And then just turning the cog on the end. See how that's going to work if you haven't seen a head trimmer before. So I guess just to might as well show you how to do this. The first step is obviously to take your chain out, the tiny little chain. Take that out of the bag and stick it on the bar. And to be able to get the chain onto the head, you need to undo this. So this will be set on there like that. You just undo this. That'll undo that threaded screw there. Okay, that's what this should look like. Now obviously there's no tension on that, so I can move that bar backwards and forwards. Little groove there. And then obviously we are going to tighten it up here. And I believe this, yeah. So this is the tension mechanism. So this is the black one is just that holds the cover on, and then this red one under here is actually going to be the tensioning mechanism. And just to show you how to tighten this up, so you obviously need to loosen this up here, because once you lock that down, this is going to make no difference at all. So if we go counterclockwise, just so we get lots of slack in the chain, and if we go clockwise, just going to make sure that it goes in the grooves there. Hopefully you should see that tighten up, just like that. Now, don't forget to stick a bit of bar oil in here. I just tend to use old engine oil, like a lot of other people do. The weight on this doesn't seem quite as solid as the trimmer head. But anyway, yeah, that's cool. So it's got to be like about a 6-inch bar. So that's a little ripper. We'll see how she goes. So fitting a head to the end, obviously. Very similar to, you know, if you've got a camera or something like that and you're putting a lens on, you're going to see that there is a small arrow there. You just line it up. Sorry, hard to do with one hand. And then you're just going to rotate and lock her in. So you'll see there that she's locked in once the arrow points there.